All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2 of tonight's set. This one features the Diplomats taking on the Guardians and what's sure to be a good contest. We want to welcome in our East Coast audience who just joining us after watching the Reavers eke out a victory over the Mountaineers from Shields Arena in Fargo. Teams getting positioned off the face-off. Official drops the puck and we're underway. Diplomats control at center. Dumped almost into the zone, but intercepted by Austin Cody. Flicked up into the air. Groob has it. He'll play it off the wall again for Cody. Cody goes rink wide for Thad Swanson. Tipped into the zone. Oaks back to collect it for the Diplomats. Flicked up and ahead for Haast. Here's Cole Haast in behind the defense. Haas tries to get one towards the net, tied up out front though. Swanson to a loose puck. He plays ahead for Anderson. D to D go the Diplomats. Oaks has it here. Played ahead. Swanson forces a turnover though. Here's Swanson into the offensive zone with a shot from the right point. Save Goff, and he'll put a glove on that one, get us a whistle. Face-off coming up to his left. So on the draw, it'll be Austin Cody for the Guardians. Jaden Whelan, the captain for the Diplomats. One to the corner by Whelan. Severson takes a look, intercepted by Swanson. He centers, but it's blocked out front by Baumgartner. Into the offensive zone. Here's a stretch pass, finds Settle. He shoots and save by Graves. Aaron Graves on the stop there. Guardians look to exit the zone, but tied up by a couple different Diplomats. Puck trickles back out to neutral ice. Severson flicks it ahead, bouncing in and careening around the corner. Back to get it out of the corner now. Guardians and Diplomats both tying up for it. Whelan frees up a puck. He feeds the point for Severson. Out front, a tip from Haast, and on net, save Graves. Puck poked away and it kicks back out to neutral ice. Hustling after to Severson. All the Guardians going off for change. Severson trying to catch him on a change into the offensive zone. A shot and tied up, and it rolls wide of the net. Haast tries to cycle. Ooh, almost intercepted by Nath, and he blows the tire on the turnover. Puck tipped into the zone again offensively for the Diplomats. Rattling around the boards. Played ahead here. Anderson tries to find Stotzer. Brendan Stotzer into the offensive zone, weaving towards the net. A backhander, but wide of the net. Baumgartner hustling after it now for the Diplomats. Finding Kruger on a stretch pass that bounces off the heel of his tape. Out of the corner now, weaving past one defender. Looking to get it out front, but it's blocked by Jacob Cortez. Shot tied up again by Kruger below the goal line. Haas tries to center. It bounces up and under the pad of Graves. Boy, I thought that one might have trickled in on the back door, but it's right under those, dare I say, sharp-looking gray pads. Boy, does that look nifty with that purple uniform. 12:28 on the clock here as both teams get set for the draw on the far dot. So it'll be Cody and Kruger. One by Cody. Groob has it. He spins away to some open ice. Swatted off his stick by Olsen. Siegel plays it ahead. Back the other way now. Oaks tied up at the blue line. He works his way in, watched by Swanson. Swanson able to swat that one to the point, and it rolls out to neutral ice where Floyd handles. Plays it to the far boards for Quinnett. Almost knocked off his stick by Cody, but Quinnett recovers, plays along the near boards. Tying up with Swanson, he finally shovels it into the zone. Siegel has it now for the Guardians, tipped back in by Kruger. Diplomats trying to get it towards the net, but again intercepted by the Guardians' defense. From the point, Kruger has it here. Working towards the net, he's tied up by a couple different Guardians. The official jumping and diving out of the way. Now poked past the defender. Here's Cody. It's a 2-on-1. Cody and Swanson. Austin Cody in, working from the hash marks. A shot, and it looks like it's wide of the net. Flicked up and ahead by Floyd. Olsen has it here. He's watched by Cody. Cody trying to force a loose puck. He does out of the corner here. Austin Cody watched by Troy Quinnett. A wraparound opportunity, shoveling it towards the net. Stepping up Anderson and, freeing it up out of the way. Whelan takes that one off the chin, but he hangs with it. He's got Floyd with him. Floyd rips a shot, tied up though, and it bounces up off the glass. Out of the corner here, Cody and Whelan battling for it. Siebertson now out of neutral ice, plays to his defensive partner, Baumgartner. Max Baumgartner flings that one all the way around. Slett has it off the near wing for the Diplomats. Tipped towards the net, swatted out of the way. Not quite out of the zone though. Whelan has control by the blue line. Moves it for Baumgartner. Baumgartner, a shot blocked out in front. Towards the net, tipped high up in the air on the back doorstep. Floyd almost had a chance at it, but that one through the air. Siebertson tries to play it to his defensive partner, but that one's blocked by Anderson. Puck back to Anderson. It bounces over his tape. Punched out of the zone by Baumgartner and ahead for Whelan. Whelan racing in. He tries to feed a cross ice pass, but it's blocked by Siegel. Nice defensive play there. Tipped into the offensive zone. Would have been offsides. That allows the Guardians control as they go on the attack. Here's Anderson putting a shot on. Blocked out front though by Siebertson. Dumped over the net in the reverse direction by Stotzer. That one leaks back out towards neutral ice. 9:55 remaining on the clock here, first period. Played up the boards. Cortese plays it off, but it's stolen away by Whelan. Whelan finds Slett at the offensive blue line, and the Diplomats are right back on the attack. Here's Slett out of the corner, weaving, watched by Grube. Slett trying to get something out in front. He plays it towards the net. Tied up, though, by Siegel. Puck below the goal line here. 3 different Guardians after it. To the corner now. Cody has it. Cody moves it ahead for Grube. It's just out of his reach. Baumgartner plays it forward. Off of one tape. Played ahead for Siegel. Diplomats have to tag up. Here's Kruger in on a break. Marcus Kruger, a shot. He fires. Shoulder saved by Graves. And that one bounces to the near boards. Up and out of the zone. Cortese hunts it down. And that one on the pass, tipped up and out of play for what brings us, I think, the second whistle of the period. It looks like 6 minutes with only one stoppage. Boy, it's time for a pause for a water break. As we get set for a face-off here, center ice, after that one's tipped out of play. Both teams on the draw. It's one away to the far boards, punched into the Guardian zone. Siegel has it here. He tries to set up for Swanson. Bounces off and around his tape, and that gets us a whistle for icing, so that'll bring the face-off down to the Guardian zone, and it'll give us a moment to tell you about Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial, and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces the quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. There's the puck out of the corner. Cortese takes a look, plays it ahead, almost intercepted by Olsen. Hustling after a loose puck is Floyd. He pulls the trigger on it from a weird angle off the side of the net. Kruger on a wraparound out front. Olsen, a shot, bounces loose. No goal, says the official. I think played with a high stick, says Floyd. He's trying to show him where it was played from, but to no avail. He loses that argument. Face-off coming up now to the left of goaltender Aaron Graves. Oh, I take that back. To the left of Aaron Graves, but way down at the other end by goaltender Rob Goff. So they're going to say after the high stick, that one's going to come out of the zone, and they'll do it out of the defensive zone. 8:30 on the clock here. It'll be Whelan and Stotzer on the draw. Stotzer wins it to the point. Anderson a shot right through the crease, and that one bounces all the way around. To the point. Bertowski has it. Shot on. It's blocked out front. Played off the boards and ahead. Working in is Slett. Slett in. Trying to go cut towards the net, but he's cut down by Nathan. That one's a save as Graves puts his glove on it for the whistle. Here's Siebertson from the point. He fires, looking for a tip or something out front. That one bounces hard wide of the net. Diplomats cycle it around. Here's Slett below the goal line. On the back door, Siebertson working his way in from the point. Baumgartner from the blue line has to punch it in deep to avoid pressure out of the zone. Wheeland has it. Plays to the point again for Sievertson. With some space, he takes a look. He fires one on. Pad saved by Graves. Puck tipped again to the point for Sievertson. Taking another look. Plays it out front, but it's intercepted by Anderson. Plays for Jack Nath at neutral ice. It's past his tape, though. And no icing, says the official. I think it might have been perhaps tipped on its way through. Here's one turned back the other way. Played ahead, though, for Slett. Tries to get it towards the net, but it's blocked by a skate of Austin Cody. Rutkowski off the far wall. Trying to feed it through traffic. Diplomats take it over. Going down to Anita, block a pass. Wheeland comes away with it. A shot on, but it's tied up out front. Wheeland another shot high and wide of the net. Boy, that was a hard shot there from the Diplomats captain. Austin Cody plays it ahead. Finds Anderson. Anderson weaving in and out of the zone. The Guardians will have to tag up again to avoid the offside. That allows the Diplomats to control. Here's Wheeland into the offensive zone. Towards the net, hard and off the end boards. Olsen has it here. Now he floats one on. Loose out front, and Bertowski's going to play it back to netminder Graves, who gets a whistle. Face-off coming up now out of the Guardian zone. 6:35 still on the clock here in period number 1. Don't forget, folks, in addition to the league, the Fargo-Moorhead Adult Hockey Club also provides drop-in adult hockey opportunities and skills development classes for both men and women. In addition to this Championship Hockey League, we've also got a Novice League program for new skaters. So we're always looking for new players. If you're a hockey player looking for opportunities to skate, we'd love to have you. Check out fmahockey.com for more. That's fmahockey.com. Face-off is away to the point. Oakes has it. Tries to put a shot on, but he's tied up by Cote. That one bounces off the end glass. Floyd out of the corner, watched by Grube. Floyd puts one towards the net. Oakes has it from the point, puts one on, blocked out front. Grube has it here as he looks to break out for the Guardians. He's got Cody on the near wing. 2 defenders back for the Diplomats. He works through one. Grube in, delays, fires, and it trickles through Goff. Holy cow, he had it initially, I think, maybe with the shoulder, maybe with the blocker, but enough velocity and momentum and all those things. I should have paid more attention in physics class. Anyway, it makes it through for our first goal of the game. That one going to Garube, coming at 6:07 in the first period. First goal, Jordan Grube for the Diplomats. Excuse me, Guardians. Here we are, puck dumped in by Troy Quinnett. He fights through a body to get to it. Out of the corner here, Cortez controls, plays ahead for Swanson and Cody. Austin Cody works it off the boards, trying to get through neutral ice, but he's denied by Oakes. Finally, Grube comes away with a loose puck. He weaves in. Oh, he just can't quite hold it on the backhand. Towards the net, Swanson a shot and pad save Goff. What an opportunity there from Swanson, right from the hash marks, but Goff hangs with it. Here's Floyd now on a break. James Floyd in, he puts one home. James Floyd going the other direction now, and that one ties it up. And there you hear the announcement for the Grube goal from Tristan Murrick, and now another announcement coming up for James Floyd after the Diplomats goal. So all tied up at 1, 5:33 still on the clock here, first period. Sievertson plays it ahead. Haas racing in off the near wing. Stotzer works it free though. Jack Nath has it at neutral ice. To Stotzer. He tries to shovel it back towards the net. Blocked out front though by Baumgartner. Puck ringing around the boards here. Jack Nath to it. Tries to get a shot off, tied up by Sievertson. Puck finally cleared out of the zone. Hustling back after it is Siegel. Plays it to his defensive partner, Ortiz. Tipped up and ahead by off the stick of Wheeland. Anderson first to it for the Guardians. Plays in for Stotzer. Stotzer for Jack Nath. A shot and it's off the end glass. And there you hear the goal call from the very energetic Tristan Murrick as Wheeland works his way in to the offensive zone. Pass out front for Baumgartner. That one bounces off a couple sticks and into the glove of Graves. Face-off coming up now out of the Guardian zone. 4:33 still on the clock, period number 1. Looks like it'll be Cody and Wheeland on the draw. Wheeland wins it back. Baumgartner gets it back to Wheeland. Wheeland working through one defender. Shot on, but stick saved Graves. Cole Haast able to hold the line there. He gets it to Wheeland. Wheeland back for Haast. Austin Cody knocks it off his stick, and now Swanson back the other way. Tying up with Slett. Slett forcing a puck free, slides it to Wheeland. Wheeland into the zone. Bertowski back defensively. She pokes it free. Grube has it here. He looks to set up. He feeds Cody off the far wing. Austin Cody races into the offensive zone. Puts one on. Blocker save. Goff. That one kicks to the end boards. Cody first to it. Puts it loose out front. Swanson a shot save. Goff. It's loose. Doesn't quite have it. Finally he flops on it and gets a whistle. Holy cow. Another opportunity for Swanson, just waiting right out front. Lurking. Pulling the trigger on it, but Goff on the save both times. Face-off coming up now out of the Diplomat zone. 3:51 on the clock here, first period. And that one tipped away by the Diplomats. Forced back in the zone by the Guardians. Gwinnett swings it to Kruger. Kruger looks for an outlet. Bounces through two Diplomats. Out to play it is Graves. That'll wave off the icing. Of course, it is hybrid icing, so if the netminder comes out to play the puck, that does negate the icing. Diplomats control here. Centering pass from Floyd into the tape of Olsen. Turnover now for Kruger. Working below the goal, Floyd back out front trying to get to Kruger. Off the side of the net and freed up. Held in by Gwinnett though. Puck shot wide of the net. A helmet bounces off here. Kruger will have to go off on a change after losing the bucket. Oakes watching Anderson off the far wing. Shot on. Blockered away by Goff. He sticks it to the corner. Gwinnett works it through a forechecking Guardian. Off for Wheeland now. Tipped into the offensive zone. It rattles into the corner. Siegel will play it around the boards and ahead for Cody. Stepping up and intercepting is Wheeland. Tries to work it through one Guardian, but not two. Swanson through neutral ice. He's got Grube with him. Swanson weaving in. Turned over by Oakes and poked back out to neutral ice. Siegel back for it here. Wheeland pressuring. Trying to set something up into the offensive zone. Go the Diplomats. Oakes spinning. Trying to set something up. Gets the puck to Wheeland. Wheeland avoiding a stick check. Off the back door. Sled a shot. Pad save. Graves. Puck out of the corner here now. Swanson looks to break out. He tries to get it to Cody, but it's a little bit wide, and that one's going to go the length for an icing call. So face-off coming all the way down to the Guardians zone. 2:11 on the clock here in the period. All right, face-off is away. Siebertson has it from the point. Puts one on. Tipped in front. Blocker save Graves. Puck on the back doorstep. Pushing it towards the net, but again, Graves able to get a glove on it, and a face-off coming up now again in the Guardian zone. 2:03 still showing. We pause to change one more skater for the Guardians as they get set here. Defensive zone draw for the Guardians. Won by Cody. He plays it to the near wing for Jack Nath. Jack Nath trying to weave his way through. He's tied up by Siebertson out of the neutral zone. Wheeland here, controlling through neutral ice into the offensive zone. Through one defender, he's pushed into the corner. Wheeland slides it to the point for Baumgartner. What vision, a shot from Baumgartner out front, and saved by Graves. Looking for a tip or something out front, maybe trying to set up a screen. Diplomats making a bid for a late period goal. Face-off coming up, it's Stotzer and Kruger. Kruger wins it for the Diplomats. D to D, Siebertson with a look. Puts one on, it's tipped and deflected wide of the net. Racing after it, Stotzer tries to get it ahead for Anderson. He does, despite the deflection. Into the offensive zone. Anderson weaving around pressure. Siebertson able to get a stick on it though. Below the goal line here, Anderson still circling. Fighting for a puck, trying to free it up. Anderson spins and drops for Stotzer, who pushes the puck in all the way deep. Diplomats are first to it though. They look to set up here with 1:15 left in the frame. Ahead for Kruger. Now into the offensive zone. Marcus Kruger winds, fires. Blocked out front by Ortiz and swallowed up by Graves for a whistle. Face-off coming up now. 1:07 left in the period. all tied up at 1. On the draw, puck one away to the corner, not to the point for Oaks. He puts a shot on, but it bounces off a couple skaters. Cleared out of harm's way by the Guardians. Perhaps cleared too far. It rolls down for an icing call. So face-off coming up again out of the Guardians zone. 55 seconds left on the clock. Kind of makes you wonder, are we going to go into period number 2 tied up at 1, or maybe the Diplomats take advantage of this offensive zone draw? We'll see. Diplomats do win it. They cycle the puck all the way around. Floyd fighting for it out of the far corner. It trickles to the point. Olsen shovels it towards the net. Kruger delaying, spinning, putting one on off the back doorstep. Floyd almost with an opportunity there, but it squirts away from him. Grube now trying to set something up. 33 seconds left through neutral ice. He's got Cody with him, trailing by Swanson. Grube a shot in, save. Goff puck loose out front. Trying to poke it in is Cody, but nothing doing. Goff standing tall. 22 seconds left as the puck skids to the near boards. Olsen has it here. He tries to clear the zone, but Mason fights for it, works it towards the net. A shot off across the bow of Goff, and that one's going to ring out to neutral ice. 10 seconds left as Bartowski chases it down for the Guardians. She plays ahead for Cody. Austin Cody through neutral ice. 3, 2, and that should just about do it for period number 1. We are all tied up at 1, but 2 more frames of hockey left to play. Don't go anywhere, folks, unless it's to FMAHockey.com. In the meanwhile, we'll be back in just a few moments with period number 2. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back, folks. This is period number 2, Guardians versus Diplomats, all tied up at 1. We'll see what happens. Somebody get a goal here in period number 2 to break this tie. We'll find out shortly. Meanwhile, if you would like to promote your business or event to our live stream audience, we'd love to work with you on air. Just email us at advertising@fmahockey.com. That's right. Instead of reading these words off the sheet, I could be reading your words off the sheet and telling people about your business or event. Email us at advertising@fmahockey.com. Here we are underway in period number 2, all tied up at 1. Grube working in off the near wing, weaving towards the net. A backhander just wide of the net. Below the goal line here, 3 Diplomats after it. Guardians able to force it free. Jack Nath out of the corner, plays it to the point. Bartowski off for Mason. Mason spinning and shoveling it in deep. Grube out of the corner. Plays the puck all the way around, back for Bartowski. Finally, the Guardians able to settle down out of the corner. Siebertson plays it ahead for Sled. Here's Sled on a break in period number 2. Sled in, and he puts a shot on, save. Oh, Graves controls the rebound, gets a glove on it. Wheeland hustling in after that rebound opportunity. Early bid there by the Diplomats. They had to play some defensive hockey for a moment as the Guardians were showing some strong puck possession and puck movement, but they found a way to get slate free on a breakaway. Face-off coming up here. It's Stotzer for the Guardians, Wheeland for the Diplomats. Wheeland wins it to the point. Now for Baumgartner, a shot on off the pad of Graves. Out of the corner here, intercepted by Stotzer. Played ahead for Swanson. It's through a defensive skate and icing as Marty Siebertson wins the foot race to it there. So face-off coming down to the Guardians zone again. And that icing call is, of course, brought to you by Urban Toad Media. From business cards to billboards, headshots, commercial, and product photography, Urban Toad Media produces the quality marketing materials that reflect the high standards of your business. Make a statement with professional graphic design and photography from Urban Toad Media. Visit urbantoadmedia.com. A shot from Quinette, tipped by Olsen, but it's a little bit wide of the net. Kruger hustling after it here in the offensive zone for the Diplomats. Shot on again, looking for the tip, but it bounces wide. Hustling after it is Mason off the near wing, working his way into the offensive zone. Mason out of the corner now, deals towards the net, intercepted by Oakes, and he heads up ice for the Diplomats. It's Kruger at the offensive blue line, into the zone. Kruger a shot, and swallowed up by Graves. No, it's played loose. Heading back the other direction, it's Anderson. He's got Mason with him. It's a 1-on-0. In from the back check, Quinette. Disrupting with a stick there, puck loose out front, swatting at it Mason, and Goff able to get the glove and the blocker on that one. No funny business there from the Diplomats netminder. What a sequence there, almost a 2-on-0 for the Guardians, but Troy Quinette able to hustle back defensively and break up that play. 13-10 still on the clock here, period number 2, all tied up at 1. Face off here to be Kruger for the Diplomats, Cody for the Guardians. One to the corner by Kruger. Groove able to get to it here, working below the goal line. Trying to cycle the puck, but it's intercepted by Slett. He plays off the far wing for Kruger. Kruger able to hang with it into the offensive zone. Kruger back for Haas. Oh, and it just jumps over his tape. Cole Haas out of the corner now. Plays the puck around the boards. Slett will hustle after it. To the point now, Siebertson with a look. Marty Siebertson towards the net, deflected away by Mason. No, Cortez. From the blue line now. Another look from Siebertson. Plays it towards the net, looking for a tip or something. Screen maybe out front. Cody has it now. He's got Groove with him. Tries to find Groove, but it's disrupted well by Slett. Groove forces a loose puck out to play it. Goff. Puck loose. Holy cow. Almost into the net, but Siebertson alertly with that defensive stick knocks it out of the way. Still tied up at 1. Goff still collecting his equipment after getting out aggressively for that poke check. Here the Diplomats come through neutral ice now. Slett has it, watched by Cortez. Slett working towards the net. Wheeland on the back door. Slett shoveling it to the slot. A shot from Quinette, but it bounces off a Guardian shin pad and back out to neutral ice where the Diplomats regroup. 11:44 still on the clock here in period number 2. Puck played ahead for Wheeland. You got Quinette on the back door, pass to Quinette, and it's tied up out front by Siegel. Shot from Haast, and first one is a save by Graves, then off the side of the net, puck loose out front, and Graves able to get to that one, get the glove on it for the whistle. So face-off coming up now to the left of goaltender Aaron Graves. Look at those pewter gray pads. They are just sharp, are they not? Just the way they tie everything together with the Guardians purple and everything, just a sharp-looking goalie setup. Puck dumped back out to neutral ice here. Diplomats control. Tangling up at the blue line. Quinette working his way in. Quinette weaving, putting a shot on. Save Graves. Loose out front. Floyd in a bid for an opportunity. Off the wraparound. No goal. It's a goal! I think Quinnett got that one on the wraparound opportunity. The first attempt from Floyd was a save, but the puck's still loose, and Quinnett was able to put it in. So there you have it, a goal from the Diplomats defenseman. That one makes it now a 1-goal Diplomats lead. It's Diplomats 2, Guardians 1. Still 11:04 to play here in period number 2. Here we go. It'll be Wieland and Cody off the draw to the point. Siebertson takes a look, finds his defensive partner Baumgartner. Hustling up ice, Max Baumgartner into the offensive zone through the crease. No one there to take advantage on the back door. Puck trickling to the point. Siebertson stepping up, putting one towards the net. Mason plays ahead now for the Guardians. Guardians have it here, look to break out with Grube off the near wing. Watched by Siebertson, Grube working his way in. Puts one on, what a narrow angle shot. Grube finishes on that one. That's gonna tie us up again at 2. So goal from Jordan Grube coming at 10:26 in period number 2. And I know public address announcer Tristan Murrick just finished with the call. He'll have to do another one. That's 2 back-to-back goals. So neither one of these teams able to maintain a lead for terribly long. Here's Grube into the offensive zone again to the back doorstep for Cody. Watched by Siebertson. Guardians using this time to change their defensive pairings while they hold the offensive zone. Puck turned over for Kruger. He plays it off the boards and ahead for Slett, but intercepted by Grube. Back for Cody. Here's Austin Cody now working his way and puts a shot on. Save by Goff. So that'll get us a face-off coming up now out of the Diplomats zone. 10:09 yet to play in period 2. Face-off is away. It's shoveled towards the net by Swanson. Diplomats recover. Played ahead for Kruger. Kruger races into the offensive zone. Shot on right into the big old glove of goaltender Aaron Graves. So face-off coming up now out of the other end. 9:57 on the clock, period number 2. It is Kruger and Stotzer. Slett steps in off the back doorstep. Haast, and he just can't quite settle it down. Slett from the far wing evades a stick check, floats one towards the net, tipped out front, but it's wide of the net. Stotzer has it here. Haast able to free it up and work it towards the net. Ortiz has it now. Plays it rink wide for Swanson. Swanson hustling into the zone. He's tied up by Oakes, though, who forces a puck free. Now the other direction. Billy Oakes cross ice for Slett. Slett now trying to work it towards the net. A shot from a tough angle nearly collides with the official, but he alertly dives out of the way. Puck back to neutral ice now. Working into the offensive zone is Oakes. Out of the corner here. Watched by Cortez, freeing up a puck. Stotzer chips it along the boards. Anderson tries to poke it free. It's held in, though, by Whelan. Slett from the wall, tries to put one on. It's through traffic to the far corner. To the point here, Whelan now plays it all the way around off an angle. Slett now puts a shot on, loose out front, and hammering at it under the pads of Graves. Oh, 8:46 on the clock here, period 2. Both teams using the opportunity to change players. Fresh skaters on the ice for both sides. It'll be Cody on the draw for the Guardians, Whelan for the Diplomats. Won by Whelan to the point. Siebertson floats one on. Stick save Graves. He kicks that to the corner. Played up by Brutkowski. Now Grube controls from his own defensive blue line. Flicks ahead for Cody. Cody has to hustle after it. Baumgartner to it. And Baumgartner wins the foot race, plays it around the boards. Floyd tries to poke it out of the zone. Grube holds. Grube taking a look down to block the pass. Siebertson floats one right out in front. Whelan able to tie up briefly. Cody was dangerous, lurking on the back doorstep. Here's Olsen now, off for Floyd. Floyd into the zone. From the top of the circles, tries to get a shot off, tied up by Bratkowski. Groob floats it out of the zone for Cody. Here's Cody and Groob. It's a 2-on-1. Cody for Groob. Oh, and its pass is just behind him. Whelan controls, headed back the other way for Floyd. Mason steps up for a poke check. Floyd works through it. Not the second time, though. Bratkowski gets the defensive play. A shot from Baumgartner bounces wide of the net. Whelan tries to get to it. Worked free by Olsen for the Diplomats, but it'll bounce all the way around to the corner. That allows the Guardians to control as we get to the halfway point of period number 2. Groob into the offensive zone, watched by Oakes. Puck forced free and tipped along the boards ahead for Haast. Haast plays it for Whelan. Whelan will have to slow down to catch up to that. He'll play back for Haast. Into the offensive zone. Haast, his shot tied up front, so that one goes over the net. Puck rattling around to the point. Oakes can't quite catch up to it, so that leaks back out to neutral ice. Oakes looking for a zone entry here. Seeing none, spins away from pressure and passes ahead for Slett. Slett hustling into the zone. Watched closely by Mason. Working below the goal line. Both players battling for it, collapsing in a heap. Everyone quick to their feet. Puck shot off the side of the net. And to the point now, Oakes with a look, firing, blocked out front. I think it might have been off the shin pads of Haast. Now off the far boards, Guardians look to break out. Here's an outlet pass, intercepted by Quinnett. Plays it for his defensive partner, Oakes. He tries to poke it ahead, but it's blocked by Stotzer. Back the other way. Ooh, dangerous play here. Quinnett, the last Diplomat back, pressured by 3 Guardians, so he alertly plays that puck forward. Turned over now, Swanson has it. Into the offensive zone, Thad Swanson working his way in, tries to get it back for Cody, but it's blocked by a couple Diplomats. Ortiz with a look, plays for Cody. Into the offensive zone, Austin Cody now working against Baumgartner, shovels a backhander on, save Goff, and Baumgartner will clear that all the way down. Olsen might win this foot race and beat the icing. He does. Jordan Olsen first to it, plays for Floyd. Out front, but the puck swept off his stick by the Guardians. Kruger now from below the goal line out front for Floyd. Oh, and it just bounces over his tape. Groob has it here, heading through neutral ice. Clock now 5:40, period number 2. Groob looking for puck support. Watched by Baumgartner, spinning. Groob still looking for a passing option. Works his way to the net, puts one high and hard over the net. Swanson first to it for the Guardians. He plays that around the boards. Baumgartner to it first for the Diplomats. Plays it along the boards. Tips over the stick of Cortez, and it's ahead for Floyd. Here's Floyd in on a break. Hustling back is Siegel. Floyd a shot. He scores! James Floyd finishing there on a breakaway. Hustling back for the Guardians defense, but Floyd able to just sneak that one home. That's 2 goals for Floyd tonight, if memory serves. 3 for the Diplomats in total. And that one's going to come at 5:13 here in period number 2. Both teams set now for the draw. That's center ice. Faceoff is away. Haast has it for the Diplomats. Pressured by Stotzer. Bertowski plays ahead for Groob. Baumgartner pushes it back the other way for the Diplomats. Diplomats controlling the offensive zone. A shot floats wide of the net, hard off the end boards. Turned over at neutral ice. Haast has it back the other direction. It's a 3-on-2. Haast to the far wing for Whelan. Whelan to center for Slett, but he's tied up by Stotzer. Groob tries to free up a loose puck. Mason working it free, poking it back out to center. Quinnett controls here at neutral ice. Tries to fling it ahead, but it's intercepted by Mason. And then eventually to Groob. Groob plays for Swanson, back to Groob. Into the offensive zone. Nice play from Oakes to sweep it away. Slett has it now, headed back the other direction for the Diplomats. Slett into the offensive zone, tries to weave through a defender, but losing control of the puck, and that one's going to roll right to the goaltender, who puts a glove on it, whistle, and a face-off coming up here now out of the Guardians zone. 4:04 still on the clock here, period number 2. As we get set for the draw, it'll be Kruger and Cody Kruger wins it for the Diplomats. Shot on, tipped out front. Mason got a stick on it. There's a shot from Floyd wide of the net. He's maybe looking for a hat trick here tonight. D to D from Quinette to Oaks and back. Quinette now into the offensive zone. Racing in off the near wing. Protecting the puck, trying a wraparound again. Shot from Kruger. Not quite able to pull the trigger cleanly, and the puck kicks away to the corner. Played around the boards by Anderson for Swanson. He'll shovel it out of the zone. Diplomats back on the zone entry. Puck knocked away and on net. Sensing pressure, Aaron Graves will put a glove on it, getting us a whistle. And another face-off here out of the Guardians zone. Still 3:23 here to play period number 2. It's a 1-goal lead so far for the Diplomats. Face-off is away. Jack Nate has it. He plays it off the wall. Sievertson intercepts, rings it around the boards. Floyd loses a stick. Kruger first to it, though, for the Diplomats. Finds Sievertson at the point. He takes a look. Firing. Tipped by Floyd, but it's just a bit wide of the net. Nifty little play there from the Diplomats. Out front, Floyd a tip. Olsen a shot. Save Graves. And that one to the corner. Boy, you can hear the stick taps from his teammates as they sure do appreciate that one. Here's the point for Sievertson again, putting a shot on, blocked out front. Puck loose, both teams battling for it. Cortez able to come away with it. He takes a look for an outlet pass. Seeing none, he'll play it off the boards. That'll allow the Diplomats to control again. Find Wheeland at the offensive blue line, and back into the zone come the Diplomats. Wheeland from the top of the slots takes a shot, but he's tied up by Siegel. Nice defensive play there from the Guardians as that forces the shot high and up into the safety netting for a face-off whistle. Face-off coming up here to the left of Aaron Graves. Wheeland wins it to the point for Sievertson. He plays for Baumgartner. Baumgartner puts one on. It's blocked by Grube, and that one bounces back the other direction. Hustling after it, Swanson. Baumgartner is going to be first to it. He spins around his own net. Still pressured by Swanson. Stepping in to support Stotzer, and finally Baumgartner plays it off the near board. Slett pokes it back out to neutral ice. And the Diplomats back into the offensive zone, led by Wheeland. Wheeland looking centering, finding Haast. Haast a shot, but swallowed up by Graves. So face-off coming up again out of the Guardians zone. 2:03 on the clock here, period number 2. Grube able to come away with that one. He hustles into the offensive zone, watched by Oaks. Floats a shot on, tied up a bit by Oaks, and Goff able to handle it. Out of the corner now, Wheeland has it. Tries to shovel it around. It's intercepted by Stotzer. Both teams battling for it behind the net there. Grube trying to spin and come away with it. Haast rather, feeds Slett at the far wing. Slett working his way and puts a shot on. Saved by Graves, and a tumbling Siegel goes down defensively. He's trying to block a shot, do everything he can to keep that out of the net. So both teams changing some personnel for the final minute 32. Some fresh legs out for the waning seconds of the period. Puck played all the way around the boards. Baumgartner taps it back, but it's worked out of the zone by Jack Nath. Jack Nath ahead for Anderson. Turned over by Quinette. He chips it up ice for Wheeland. Wheeland tries to poke it free, but Mason, nice defensive play there to hold the center red line. Puck dumped into the Guardians' offensive zone. Baumgartner tries to sling it ahead for Slett. It bounces just over his stick. Hustling after it is Bratkowski. Bratkowski spinning away from pressure. He'll play it around the boards. It's intercepted by Slett. He plays it down low for Floyd. James Floyd now from below the goal line. 50 seconds left. Tries a wraparound, but it's saved by Graves. Puck tipped ahead. Now Cody through neutral ice. 2 defenders back for the Guardians. Diplomats. Cody a shot. He's tied up front though. Nice play by Baumgartner. Puck loose. Tipped out of harm's way by Baumgartner. That'll probably be an icing. Official with his arm in the air. And Bartkowski first to it for the whistle. So, face-off coming back to the Diplomats' end with 24 seconds left. Offensive zone draw here for the Guardians. Boy, a late second period goal would mean a tie game and perhaps some momentum for the purple team going into the break. Face-off is away. Baumgartner pokes it free, intercepted by Grube. Grube driving the net, swept off his stick by Slett, trickling back out to neutralize, swatted back in by Bartkowski and to the corner where Quinnett recovers. Retreats below his own goal line, running some time off the clock. Turned over though for Swanson. 4 seconds left. The shot floats through the crease, and that's going to do it for period number 2. So far through 2, it's Diplomats 3, Guardians 2, but still 15 whole minutes to play in period number 3. We'll be back in a few moments. It's FMA Hockey. All right, folks, and we're back underway from period number 3. Diplomats lead by 1. Grube off the far wall, watched by Kruger. Oaks stepping into support. Kruger forces a loose puck. Chips up ahead on the boards for Haast. Here's Cole Haast racing through neutral ice. Watched by Mason. Floats a shot on, save Graves. One rattles around the boards. Slett tries to feed the point. He finds Oaks. Oaks with a shot. Ooh, hard off the side of the net. And that one rattles around. Slett has it there. He's watched by Stotzer working towards the net. Slett puts a narrow angle shot, just missing the net. Anderson forces that one out to neutral ice. Diplomats do recover though. Quinnett has it here, working into the offensive zone. Kruger freeing up a puck at neutral ice, trying to work through a defender. Shot from Quinnett just wide of the net. Haast first to it, plays it out front. Swanson intercepts and plays forward. Turned over though. Haast has it off for Oaks. Oaks looking for Kruger off the back door. Oh, off a skate to stick and just over the net. What an opportunity there for the Diplomats. Played out to neutral ice, gloved out of the air by Olsen. He'll play to his defensive partner, Quinnett, who dumps it in and hustles after it, allowing the rest of his team to go off for a line change. Grube has it here, uses some body position to defend the puck. Weaves his way out of the zone through one stick check, through neutral ice, into the offensive zone. Puck swept away. Floyd recovers here and heads back the other direction. James Floyd, already 2 goals on the night, working his way in, and nice stick check there from Cortez to break that one up. Jack Nath through neutral ice. No, Floyd comes away with it. Now for Wheeland. Flicked out of the zone by Cody. Turned over for the Diplomats. They have to tag up to avoid the offside. Wheeland back into the offensive zone. Spinning away from pressure, setting up. Finds Sievertson at the point. Marty Sievertson takes a look. Tipped in front, but threw some traffic off what sounded like a skate boot and into the corner. Right out front, Floyd, another shot. Olsen off the back door. Blocker save. He doesn't know where it is. Puck loose out front. Both teams battling for it. It's finally freed up by Floyd. He slings it through the crease. Now to the far wall, and a shot from Baumgartner. Swallowed up by Oaks. What an opportunity there. Olsen on the back door. Almost buried that one. Graves able to make a blocker save and keep his team within 1. Still 12:27 here to play in period number 3. And I'm hearing some word from the guys in the truck. They're working on trying to make the scoreboard bigger. They've told me they can make it smaller if I would like a smaller score. They're working on bigger, though. Face-off coming up. Here's Wheeland and Stotzer off the draw. Wheeland wins it to the point. Shot blocked. Here's Anderson headed back the other way. Anderson on a foot race, chased down by Baumgartner. Anderson gets a shot off. Floated high in the net, though. Baumgartner recovers. Plays it ahead for Kruger, tipped out of the zone by Wheeland. Slett calling for a pass off the near wing. It's a 2-on-2. Wheeland weaving in, delays, puts one on, blocked out front by Bratkowski. And Grube frees it up out of the corner. Cole Haast recovering a loose puck, spinning it towards the net. Both teams hustle after it from the far wall. Turned over at neutral ice. Sievertson has it. He delays a little bit to allow his line mates to tag up, avoiding the offsides. Guardians have it here. They look to set up. Turned back the other way and dumped in by the Diplomats. Mason has it. Setting something up here. He plays ahead. Swept off the stick of Grube. Anderson plays ahead. Back for Grube. Taken away by Baumgartner, though. Sievertson plays off the boards. Trying to find Kruger. Kruger and Slett in. And there it is. What a one-time opportunity, but tied up out front. Save from Graves, and the puck kicks away to the corner. Baumgartner able to glove that one out of the air and push it back into the zone, but it's turned back the other way. Here's Jack Nath. Jack Nath into the offensive zone. A shot, stick save by Goff, and that one bumps up into the safety netting. So face-off coming up now out of the Diplomats zone. 10:56 still to play here in period number 3. Up one to the point by the Guardians. Towards the net from Siegel, intercepted by Oaks. Oaks playing ahead for Floyd into the offensive zone. Floyd weaving through a couple defenders. Oaks on a backhander, save. Puck loose out front. Cody frees it up for his team. Alert play there to sweep the puck out of harm's way. Austin Cody now through neutral ice into the offensive zone, watched by 3 different Diplomats. He'll play the puck around the boards. First to it, though, is Quinnett. Played ahead for Olsen. Looking for Floyd on the breakout. Puck swatted up into the air. Swanson recovering first for the Guardians. Diplomats setting up here out of their own zone. Puck played ahead for Wheeland. 10:10 left to play in period 3. Swanson from his own defensive blue line plays rink wide for Grube. Grube hustling after it, but he's tracked down by Wheeland. Stotzer now feeds Grube below the goal line. Grube tries to go right out front, but he's blocked by Oaks. Quinnett and Swanson battling for it out of the corner. Quinnett coming away with it. Here's Oaks. He tries to clear the zone. It's off a skate. It ultimately does come out, though, and Floyd hustles into the offensive zone. Goes rink wide for Wieland. Wieland off his skate. Tries to get back to his stick. Hustling to the point. Sievertson able to hold it in. Gets a shot on. Save by Graves, and the puck to the near corner now. Floyd has it. Floyd right towards the net. Puts a shot on. Blocked out front, and that trickles in. That's the hat trick for James Floyd. Third goal of the night for him, and that one's going to come at 9:23 in period number 3. It's going to make it now a 2-goal Diplomats lead. Still lots of hockey here to play in this one, though. 9:23 remaining in the period. Face-off is away. Drew puts a shot on. He's tied up, and it bounces below the net. Still battling for it. Stotzer there. Puck played out of the zone by the Diplomats. Berkowski hustling back for it. Chased down by Slett. Berkowski and Slett. Slett able to free it up. Still hounded by Berkowski, though. Right out front, a shot floats high over the net from Kruger. Cleared away by Berkowski. And the Guardians out of the zone. Here's Anderson. Brian Anderson into the offensive zone. Weaving in, puts a shot on. Blocker save Goff, and that one to the far corner. Sievertson setting up here. Plays rink wide. Intercepted, though, by Grube. Grube flicks it ahead for Stotzer. Stotzer from the hash mark. Shot on, save Goff. Big with that blocker there as that one bounces to the far wall. Tipped ahead for Slett. Chased down by Bartowski. Slett tries to get it to a streaking Haast. Almost had a breakaway there, but Bartkowski able to disrupt that play. 8:20 left in the period, and I think we're going to get a penalty. Offside call. Offside call? Yes. Yeah, it'll be Wieland on the draw for the Diplomats. He wins it to the point for Oaks, who hustles into the zone. Shot on and gloved out of the air by Graves. So face-off coming up now to his right. Still 8:12 left to play in the third period. Oaks has it there. He plays it to his defensive partner, Quinnett. Tipped out front, and Wieland shovels a backhander towards the net. Chased down by two Guardians below the goal line. Wieland trying to free up a puck. His centering pass is blocked to the point now. Quinnett goes D to D for Oaks. Oaks with a look, puts a shot on, but he's tied up by Jack Nath, and that one floats high. Wieland fires just a cannon of a shot, but it's over the net. From the point, deflecting out in front. Wieland a shot off the cross. No, it's in. It is in. Off the inner post, says the official. I thought it looked like it might have. And Jaden Wieland off the back door tallies another one for the Diplomats. That one's going to make it now. Diplomats 5, Guardians 2. Still 7:44 to play in the third period. Faceoff is away here. Into the Guardian zone. Ortiz plays it ahead. Olsen has it here. He tries to sling it towards the net, but Austin Cody intercepts, racing through neutral ice. Cody into the zone, puts a shot on. Oh, and that one's in! Holy cow, Goff got it with a piece of the stick, but the deflection knocked it up and into the top part of the netting. And back-to-back goals. Looks like the Guardians are getting fired up here. It's now Diplomats 5, Guardians 3. Still 7:24 left to play in period number 3. Kruger slings that one in the offensive zone. Mason tracks it down for the Guardians. Kruger picks it out of midair, works his way towards the net. He's watched by Bartkowski. Mason steps into support, finally freed up by Anderson. Anderson plays ahead for Grube. Grube into the offensive zone, tries to weave past Sievertson, but a nice defensive play there from the Diplomats. And here's Kruger headed back the other way. Kruger in, and the puck slides off his stick, bothered by Bartkowski. Anderson the other way, into the offensive zone. Puck swept off his stick, by Sievertson. Grube out of the corner here. He'll play it around the boards, hustling after it. Mason tipped out of the zone, though, by Haas for the Diplomats. Haas intercepts and sends it into the offensive zone as he'll chase it down in the corner. Cole Haas below the goal line here, pressured by Mason. Gets it to the point for Sievertson with a look. Oh, he can't quite pull the trigger on it. That one comes loose to the near boards. It's flung below the goal line here. Out of the corner, Slett plays it all the way around to the point. Into the near corner now. 6:11 left on the clock. James Floyd taking a look, tied up, working his way towards the net. Shovels a backhander on, but an easy pad save for Graves. Sievertson from the point, looks for a backdoor attempt. It's almost there. Slett had it towards the net. Save from Graves. Floyd tries to work towards the net, but he's disrupted by Mason, Anderson, who flicks it out of the zone. Turn back the other way for Slett. He tries to poke it on, but a pad save from Graves. And that one is flung up and over the glass, so we'll get a whistle. Face-off coming up now in the Guardians zone. There you have it, folks. Luke Audette hustling after that loose puck, picking up a souvenir, maybe getting an autographed signature from the Guardians bench. Oh no, he's just going to toss it back in the puck bucket. I guess when you're a cool goalie, you can do that. And the officials sorting out some delay of game or not delay of game nonsense. Of course, in the NHL, flinging the puck out of your defensive zone into the stands would be a delay of game call. We use a rule book very similar to high school rules where it's not a delay of game, so officials checking for clarification on that one, and then returning to 5-on-5 play. Wheeland out of the corner to the point for Oakes. Oakes with a bit of time, tries to float one on. Cody ties him up. Here's Austin Cody now, trying to get a step ahead. Cody working his way in, shot save, Goff, and he swallows that one up. What a job from goaltender Rob Goff to hang with that one on the breakaway. Boy, Cody can sure be dangerous in that position. So, face-off coming up now out of the Diplomats zone. 5:12 remaining on the clock in the third period. Wheeland weaving into the offensive zone, pressured by Cody. Puck leaks away to the far boards, tries to tip out. Here's Cody on another break, again watched by Oakes. Oakes back defensively, Cody weaving in, tries to get a shot on, but nice block there by Oakes to knock that one up into the end boards. Cortese out of the corner, watched by Wheeland. Oh, here's the centering pass for Slett. Slett works his way in, save Graves. Both players go into the corner, battling for the puck. Swanson has it here, plays ahead for Jack Nath. Jack Nath tries to weave through Baumgartner. The puck kicks away though. Max Baumgartner has it below the goal line, slings it ahead for Gwinnett. It's a 3-on-2. Gwinnett into the offensive zone. Wines fires and save Graves. So, face-off coming up now out of the Guardian zone. Still 3:52 yet to play in the third period. Shot wide of the net, looking for a tip or something out front. It bounces into the corner. Slett first to it, looks for support. He's bothered by Cortese, who frees up a puck. Tipped out of the zone and head for Swanson. Baumgartner is able to get to it first, though, for the Diplomats. Punched back to neutral ice. Haas will shovel it back the other way for the Diplomats. Again into the offensive zone. Haas working towards the net. Blocked out front by Siegel. And another shot on blocker save Graves. And that one to the near corner this time. Siegel playing it off the glass to the point. Sievertson trying to get it out front for Slets. A shot, but it kicks wide and into the corner. To the point. Sievertson with time. With a look out front, looking for a tip, but not enough steam to make it to the net. Grube with some time, watched by Kruger. Slings it around for Siegel. Mason hustling through neutral ice. Puts a shot on, tied up by Sievertson though. But that one bounces up and into the safety netting. Rattling around the boards, held in by Britkowski. Players tying up for it there along the boards. No one can trade up out of the skates there. Everyone's tangled up. More players stepping into support. Finally, it leaks free to the blue line. Shoveled in deep by Britkowski. Played ahead off the boards. Floyd working in. Watched by Britkowski and Mason. Floyd tries to make a move, but the puck pops off his stick. Britkowski plays it up to the line. Held in by Whelan. Whelan shoveling it back for Floyd. Floyd to Olsen out of the slot area, but he's tied up, can't get a shot away cleanly. Cycled down low, Britkowski plays it around the boards. Oakes to it first, puts a shot on, pad save, puck knocked loose, back to Oakes. Watched by a couple different Guardians, that one rattles around. Floyd plays it out front, it's loose. Whelan from the top of the slot, puts a shot on, he's tied up though by Mason. And that one kicks up and into the glass. Tip to the point. Oakes will settle it down. He takes a look here. Plays it towards the net. It's blocked though. Britkowski finds Anderson off the far wing. Anderson shovels it off for Grube. Here's Grube into the zone. Grube weaving his way in. He scores. Grube bar down on that one. And that one's going to bring the Guardians to within one. We still have 1:07 left to play here in period number 3. So we're going to see a timeout here from the Guardians. They're going to talk a little bit of strategy. Maybe what are they going to do here coming up? Plan out all the X's and O's, draw it all up on the scoreboard. See if maybe they want to pull the goaltender and get the extra attacker out there. See what they want to do. 1:07, there's a lot of time to work with yet. It'll be interesting. And of course the Diplomats talking their defensive strategy. See what they want to do. How to preserve this 1-goal lead here, 1:07. You know, quite a bit of time left to defend. We'll see what happens here coming out of the timeout. And both teams, of course, talking their strategies. Looks like the officials also, I see, talking their strategies. You know, where do they want to be positioned? How are they going to avoid players flying into the boards, pucks bouncing around, pucks flying all over the place? You know, players skate hard, but you know, the officials sure do too. At any rate, whistle sounds and both teams come out of the huddle with their strategies drawn up. We see Graves take his position back in the net, so maybe if we see the Guardians win this faceoff, maybe they'll send him to the bench for the extra attacker. Who knows? Faceoff coming up here. It'll be Grube on Kruger on the draw. Kruger wins it. Back to the point for Quinnett, who flings it around the boards. Puck in deep, hustling after it is Sled. Working out of the corner. Recovers. In the offensive zone, here goes Graves off for the extra attacker. Grube working towards the net. Shot, pad save, Goff. Kicked around the boards. Oakes has it ahead for Sled. Extra attacker, empty net for the Guardians. Mason has it here, plays it out of the zone. Stotzer gets it ahead for Cody. Austin Cody goes skate to stick. Off for Jack Nath. Jack Nath, 36 seconds left. Plays it towards the net. Kruger has it. He'll bounce it off the boards and ahead. Slett hustling after it. If he gets first to it, he's got an open net. Slett in, and he buries that one. So that's going to be a 2-goal lead now for the Diplomats. That's the risk you take when you pull the goalie for the extra attacker. Sometimes it backfires, but 60% of the time it works every time. 22 seconds left on the clock here, third period. Both teams take the ice here. Wheelan plays it ahead. Ortiz has it, plays it up the boards for Anderson. Anderson working in, crashing the net is Cody. Shot on, but it's blocked by Baumgartner. Olsen has it here, 10 seconds left. Olsen plays ahead for Wheelan. Wheelan gliding into the zone. Centers for Floyd. Puck swept off his stick, and puck cleared all the way down. And that's going to do it. Your final in game number 2. It's Diplomats 6, Guardians 4. It's been a heck of a night, folks. We played 2 tonight, but check it out. There's 2 more games coming up on Sunday, so stay tuned for both of those. They'll be from Shields Arena in Fargo and streaming, as always, on our live stream here at FMAHockey.com. For everyone on the production staff, our audiovisual producer, Mark, statistician, Tristan, and executive producer, Tracy, I've been your host for this evening, Adam. Check out all the rest at FMAHockey.com, and we'll see you on Sunday.